That was muted. That was muted. Hi, loved ones. How are you guys? Good morning. Didn't do that right. Good morning, Gerald. Good morning, Gerald. How do I move this better? You didn't have to. You didn't have to redact that. That was funny. Good morning, you guys. Hi. Mm-mm. No, I went and it was already on, and so I hit it off to turn it on. Hi, everyone. Oh, I inadvertently, was up at 6 and took an allergy med, and I'm exhausted. The allergy med gets me. Hi, you loves. Ooh, Tabitha. Hi, honey. Hi, Steph. Hi, Giselle. Kalamala. Hi, my meatball. I love you so much. You always watch my channel. Thank you. So my videos are so amazing. I don't know about that. But I'm glad that it helps you clean. All right. Let's do this crap, guys. Let's get this done. Let's see how Wednesday goes. Let's see why one set of eyelashes looks way better than the other set of eyelashes. Did that work? No, doesn't matter. Ugh. Okay. Oh, what? Okay, how is she still in the hospital though, Sean? Good morning, Midwest. Morning, Mary. Hi, Jamie. The thumbnail. Oh yeah, that's the OG Swifty. Not gonna sneeze. Hold on. Blah. The mirror is still in the same spot, actually. I do need to move it to see how I feel about that later. No one's talking to you. Kesha's staring at me. She's like, "What do you want? What's happening?" So finally off. Good job, Jerry. Her pain won't go away. She's having a hard time breathing. She was out for one day and then had to go back in Sunday for emergency exploratory surgery. Sean, remind me what she had surgery on for the first place, in the first place. You're in Canada. Gross, Marcus. Oh, I'm a good one. Mm, mm, wrong. Bariatric sleep. Thank you so much, honey. Oh, that's terrible. So I hate that. I'm still in top chat. Let me get back to live chat. There we go. Well, tell her we wish her well, Sean. I hate that for her. That sucks. Oh, sorry. I know it's insane. Jamie says, Blake asks, who's this again? That is funny. Um, I'm glad that he thinks I'm funny though. So I stopped doing the keto stuff and my allergies exploded again. You can't figure out how to upgrade your membership? I think if you just try clicking on membership again, it could let you. I don't know. Hi, Irma Junkman. Going full name today, apparently. It will only let you cancel it. Ugh. Well, I mean, cancel it then. Just be like, F it. Would you recommend your chair? I love its features. I'm thinking of getting one. I do like it. I really especially like that the arms fold down. Um, I wish I had picked a different color. The new cabinet, the black one, so beautiful. I do like that one too. Oh, thank you, Mary. I appreciate you, sweetheart. Um, I'm gonna go do pretty aggressive hardcore drugs real quick. Just one. Hi, you Cass. Thank you, sweetheart. Oh no, hold on. I am adoring you, Canadian Meg. Only because I don't really think you're Canadian. I bet you're from somewhere else. Okay. Ugh. You did, Cass. That's amazing. You dork. It's still not worth it. I have to, um, film whatever nonsense you're gonna end up. I'm not exactly sure, no more one-to-one Sundays. Oh, that's a bummer for us. Yeah, it was just me and Emma Jane. We were just chit-chatting, and eventually we gave up on live streaming, and I just video chatted with her. Um, oh, from Central Pennsylvania, Josie. Sorry. Oh, and then I read it out loud. I'm sorry, sweetheart, but good morning. Um, it's definitely not worth it, but I did it. Wait, it's not. Okay, so I think me thinks, but we me me doesn't know for sure. It will look like um Monday regular vlog, Tuesday members vloggy, Wednesday this shadazzle. I don't know why I called it that. Thursday. Oh no, maybe I want Thursday to be second vloggy. I don't know. And then Saturday nesty. Mm, you can't wait until you're sitting next to a handsome me. Thank you, Marcus. Unnecessary. You didn't write anything. Write something. Sorry, I got very nervous that maybe I never oh, Penna. Okay, then what's Penna? I thought Penn's was Pennsylvania. You're the coolest. You are the coolest ish. Not at all. Did your kids get off to the first day already? I saw the picture, but like, did they get off? Hey, Kayla Rayla. Sorry, Kayla Rayla. Could go either way. Um, you're saying that word. I already forgot what it was. What was it? Shadazzle. You didn't know how to write something, Marcus. That happens. Um, what? Ugh, I already had my coffee. I had 2 cups of coffee already. Shouldn't have. And so I'm trying to drink water, but I think what I'm gonna do is just like 7 to 20 lines of Coke. That should wake me up, right? Do you think? 7 to 20? Good morning, M. Crawford. They did get off of school. Good. I'm so happy, honey. Coffee time, coffee time. I could trick my son into making more coffee, but I don't know. Maybe I should just like sleep. I need to stop um taking allergy meds because it knocks me on my bum. It's crazy. 15's a sweet spot. You would know that. Um, Cass starts with 6. Pathetic. Hi, Jean. How are you, sweetie? What's in the jar above you? Is it sweets? No, it's origami stars that my daughter made me. Look at how big my hand looks next to the camera. Like a monster. Why is my kitchen half white and half is woody? I don't know. I didn't build the house. So the previous owner, that's what they wanted. Fentanyl ruined Coke. Boo. Make Coke great again. It's a homeschool lesson on cooking. The cocaine is. Am I excited for fall season? I'm 1,000% excited. I'm so freaking excited. I love like wandering around my fall decorated house. I still have um a whole tub up in the attic that I need to pull down. I just wasn't up for it last week, and I might could. Um, Hi, Anne. Uh, so yeah, so after stopping doing like carnivore or ketovore, I have felt really, really, really bloated, puffy, like not just like bloated, like my tummy's super distended feeling, but like inflamed, like, I feel really puffed again, and my allergies went crazy, but the worst of it is, my crazy anxiety is it's wildly through the roof right now, and I realized that I was feeling better on keto, but I didn't realize the extent of it. I didn't realize the extent of lack of anxiety and then the anxiety coming back and hitting me so hard, that was crazy, and it was so much sugar. Irma, I ate so much sugar the other day. It was wild. Oh, I thought you said, "Have you tried being not obnoxious?" And I was like, "No, not yet." Dinosaurs here. Bye, Steph. Bye, Steph. Yeah, my allergies and, like, I constantly feel like something's tickling my face, which I'm never gonna beat the drug allegations, but, like, I feel something, like, tucking near my eyelashes and then right at the tops of my noses. Hold on, and over here. Okay, hold on. I'll just touch my whole face. Ugh. Oh, I put on makeup. That was gross. Now I have a lot of makeup all over my hands. But we're okay. We're all gonna survive this. So, I am gonna go back to keto. I have a doctor's appointment Friday to talk about all of my, do my hormone levels and stuff like that to make sure. Um, and she says, "Who?" Oh, sunflower. Was my Coke lace? Probably. It's really hard to get, like, really pure these days. Basically, you just have to do it on your own, and it's just like it's definitely now going to be more of a cottage industry than anything else. Bev's addicted to Canadian antihistamines. I don't even wanna do it anymore, like, I don't even want to. Your anxiety is the worst when you don't focus on a schedule. I mean, maybe also, like, it can't help that I am also transitioning seasons, I'm not talking about summer to fall, I'm talking about into school season, and it just changes things, and so managing other people also is hard to manage yourself. So, hi, Tony. Oh, thank you, Marcus. Um, it's not like weed anymore. The cocaine isn't. Saffron's always left weed. I don't like it. I don't feel well on it. You know that feeling when you're drunk, right? You're drunk and you take another drink, like you do one more shot, and then you know that you are about to be throw up the rest of the night unwell and you can't stop it. Like you can't claw the alcohol back out of your blood system. Um that's how weed makes me feel almost all of the time. And that is not pleasant. Um like even it doesn't matter how I consume it. Like edibles are the worst because I'm always like, sure, hope that's awful. But like even vaping just makes me cough even more. So I can't do it. So I choose not to. It just does not feel good. It's not worth it. Drinking's not worth it. Although a few people are like, a glass of wine will help your gallbladder systems. Does anybody else have that advice for me? Because I'm not like sober, as in I need to maintain sobriety. I just don't drink. I just don't drink. Hey Corey. So, mm, it just isn't worth like, none of this is worth it for me. So, seasonal depression is about to hit you like a train. Gross. You could have easily fought a cooking grizzly yesterday. Do I love winter? I do. Not here though. Here it's nothingness. Um, yeah, Kayla, a lot of people are like, "Have you tried having wine?" Did the person who told me that hate me? I heard it from a couple. You guys, I also got this crazy bunch of bots in my comments for, the house decorating when I was talking about my gallbladder and I was resetting to fall. That one went crazy, and the first one was like, I felt lost in my life and unmotivated until I found this one self-help book, and I was like, "Oh, that's super interesting." And then later, somebody else was like, "Have you tried this self-help book?" So I actually looked it up, and I couldn't find it on Amazon, and it was something crazy like Lex Luthor's Guide to Self-Improvement or something crazy. And, and so then, like, I was like, "Oh, thank you for the tip. I'm gonna look into it." And I looked into it, and, like, it had a sketchy ass website, but I ignored it. And then there were, like, 10 others with that exact copy paste. I was like, "Oh, it's a bot trying to trick us." When I accidentally yes, the Closet of Doom. That wasn't an accident. Just wanted you guys to see how bad that one was. Um, None of it worked, which Nancy drinking and drugs? Yeah. Jamie, what bad reaction did Jamie have? I didn't get to see it. Um, oh, thank you so much. I wish I could pronounce your name, but I cannot read Arabic. Hi, Alicia. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, the bots were crazy. That was weird, but all right. Um, no, the scammer. Oh my god, that scammer hated me. Although I have been getting a couple more like we're logging into your Coinbase account. And I was like, that sounds amazing. Can't wait. Have I tried local honey? No, I need to do that, Rave. You're right. I need to do that. Um, yeah, and I thought I looked through my banned words and I thought that my only banned words I put in there were like crypto terms to avoid like the very specific crypto scam bots that are so prevalent. But it turns out it was just mostly really bad swear words that I put in there. I was like, "Oh, okay." I think they like default. Um, so yeah, I don't know. You thought you were on fire and jumped in a pool with all your clothes on, Jamie. That sucks. The Swifty head's the only reason you're here today. I can't believe I threw that one away. That's a damn shame. I made terrible choices. Hey, Lindsay, how are you, sweetheart? How am I feeling this morning? Okay, pretty okay. Tired. Because I woke up early and I took an allergy pill, and it turns out allergy pills knock me on my butt. I don't understand that. Mm. Also, melatonin gives me restless arms at bedtime, like tingling all the way down and just like restless movement. And I have to get up and I stretch and I like plank and I do about 3 push-ups. And then I'm like, that's enough of that. And like try stretching and all that. I don't very often cast because I'm now determined that I'm terrified of it now because of all the studies coming out showing it like really contributes to dementia. Oops. So I wonder if it was the melatonin, Jamie, because that feels like the only time it's really like it was I finally was able to connect like, "Oh, I get this with the melatonin." You're so excited for Swift Kelsey. Um, you'd be such a just treat to sleep next to. We have separate beds. So like all my thrashing has no effect on him. Also he sleeps like he's dead. It's alarming, to be honest. Your son was melatonin tripping, apparently happens to some people. Blah. It does sound like the opposite of melatonin, and I just no, thank you now. Because I owe the Hat Man money. Um, are you talking about the RV place? I don't know, like, that's not helping my anxiety levels, I'll tell you that much. Oh, you know what I do need to do is, call and switch my ADHD appointment from Tuesday, which is or Thursday, which isn't relevant to any of this, but it popped up, so I was gonna say that out loud. And then I needed to wait for, I counted, I think it's been 8 days since I filed the consumer finance complaint, and they usually will respond in 15 days. Ugh. Oh, Cass, I didn't know that that was a thing. Melatonin gives you insane dreams. I have such boring dreams, though. What typically happens is, um, I have dreams about, like, logistics. Like, "Okay, guys, we need to set up, for this many people." Like, "How many chairs do we have? Can somebody go count?" "Okay, I'll go count the chairs." "Nobody can count chairs." "I'll go count the chairs." "How many people is it again?" "Okay, wait, hold on. Instead of just counting the chairs, let's put them on a plate, like a flat, and we'll bring them over to the tables." And then how many tables like and then you wake up and you're like, "That was not restful, and it was really stupid." And so, like, I'm so tired of that. Did I watch whoa, hold on. Did I watch the Ruby Jody documentary and ID last night? I did not, Veronica. I will be looking that up. Thank you so much. See, I didn't know if it was bad for me, Gretchen. I just wanted something. Low fat diet is the only thing that's gonna help with your gallbladder. It depends what is triggering my gallbladder. If it's like high estrogen, I think estrogen management would help it, but we'll see. Um, Not melatonin, Kayla Rayla. They're saying that Benadryl is now getting linked to dementia. And like, especially people who are taking, because the sleep aids, like the not NyQuil, that's crazy, but like they had the sleep aids, Tylenol PM and stuff like that. It's just like Tylenol and Benadryl to knock you out. Will I ever come to Canada to visit? Yeah, babe, I'm going to. I just had to fix the RV issues. Bye, Tall Bye, Dork Face Jessica. Pretty proud of that one. Um, Benadryl is your drug of choice, makes me not care. It makes me really, really, really sleepy and lazy, like really tired. Um, and so I try avoiding it like crazy, but sometimes my allergies go so bad that I have to do it. Jamie, the more you work out, the more tired you are at bedtime, the worse your dreams are. Oh, I don't like that. Um, you just drink like a normal person to get to sleep. Gosh. Rebecca, we're gonna stage the intervention tomorrow. Um, what did Corey say before? Mhm. Corey, sleepy and lazy, right where I want to be. Ugh. Ow, this leg fell asleep. You lived on Benadryl when you were a kid due to so many insect bites. You loved the taste of the liquid, never made you sleepy. There's a lot of kids that Benadryl doesn't make them sleepy, and you're like, "Oh, okay." Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't like feeling altered. I definitely dislike the feeling of being altered in any capacity at this point in my life. Like I did when I was in my early 20s, loved drinking and having a good time, but just ugh, no thanks. April, that sounds terrible. Some people function really well off of low sleep. I am not one of those humans. Oh, my leg is waking up. Fell asleep. Now it's waking up. I got the pins and the needles, and I hate it. Ah. Um, Veronica, was that documentary good on ID? I was just thinking about her yesterday, I think. Like she came up because they were talking about another YouTuber who like was kind of socially friends with her. And I was like, that's gotta be weird. Like to be like, oh, you almost killed your kids. Cool. Careful with flaxseed oil and soy milk. Ugh, soy milk, gross. Yeah, I don't drink soy milk because it of the flavor and how gross it is, but flaxseed I will make sure. You love the act of drinking, you hate being drunk. Opposite. I would prefer to be drunk because, like, the lead up, I don't feel well, and then after I don't feel well, but the drunk part's okay. Also, I'm a very sloppy drunk, like, very messy. I would make really good reality TV show if they were doing the unlimited amounts of alcohol. I would go great with that. Um, it would end in divorce probably, because my husband would be like, "You took your bottoms off almost immediately," and I was be like, "Yeah, it was pantsless day." Like, it would be so bad. It would not go well. Um, and so I'm just like, "Okay, maybe not do that ever." Ever, ever. No, yes, I don't I'm certainly I did do one where I had, like, a glass of wine on a live stream to try to get me to stuff my pillows and stuff like that, but I really wanna be on Big Brother. I really wanna be on Big Brother. I think it would be so good. I would definitely get kicked off immediately because everybody would hate me for the first 2, 3 weeks. It would take them a while to get used to me and, like, for me not to grate on everybody's nerves, but I want to. I used to love that show. It made me so happy. It was to the point that I was watching it. Mark and I were just dating, and then I had to go away for a month, but I could have visitors every Sunday. Not jail. It was a military thing. It was jail. I had to go away for training, and I made him watch it and report back to me what was happening. Um, but I feel like I would be really good in, like, the endurance ones. Like, you just have to sit here and be miserable. Yeah, I could sit there and be miserable all day. I could sit there and be miserable for 4 days straight. I don't even care. If I needed to win head of house and I needed the power, I the people who quit were they're like, that was a little bit chilly." Oh, okay, sucks to be you, dude. Throw your ass out immediately. I even influenced you to change your decor. I love that. And right? Like, nobody needs that from me. Nobody needs that. Bake Off is back. Oh, I have a lot more understanding on how good my baking skills are. So, when you first met Blake, he was really into The Bachelor. You almost broke up with him because of it. You didn't want to give him a flower? Also, what's that new why are we using that as slang? I didn't understand it at first when people were like, "Oh, so and so giving so and so flowers." And I was like watching it like first of all, why would this guy give this guy flowers? Like it just seemed like a very weird podcast situation. And it was some podcasting dude and Justin Timberlake. I was like, when is he gonna give him flowers and why? And so like I watched the whole thing being like, where are the flowers? Where are the flowers? Oh, it just means compliments, apparently. Not blowing my nose. Also with Big Brother, there's no way that the production team isn't absolutely calling all the shots on who goes up and who doesn't go up, because there's no way that every single season you have cowards who are like, "Clearly these people need to be broken up. We need to split them up or they will dominate us." And then they're just like, I'm gonna make a sissy choice. I don't wanna rock the boat." Like, there's no way. There's no way that would be consistently the choice people make, even recognizing the patterns where you're like, "Here's the power people. If we don't split them up now, we're effed," and then they always do it. I think means telling people how awesome they are before they die. I don't know, Justin Timberlake's not that close to dying. His career is, but, like, I think he's gonna survive a little bit longer. Big Brother now seems so staged. I mean, it has to be. It's been on 20 something years, like do you guys remember the season? This is way back in the day. Remember the season when there was like a whole bunch of shenanigans happening, and so somebody privately hired a plane with like the not like Skywriter, but like the trail thing, and was like, "So and so's lying to you." And then after that, when they'd hear planes, like all the house guests would have to go inside for lockdown. I don't know. I That's the perfect level of petty, especially if it wasn't somebody, like, related to a contestant. If it was just, like, somebody watching and you're like, "You know what? I'm sick of this crap. I'm gonna hire a plane. I'm gonna get that message. I know where the house is. I'm gonna get the message across to them somewhere." Better yet, if they don't know where the house is and they're like, "Just circle. Just do laps around LA. We'll find it eventually." Love that. If NSYNC went on tour, you think he could have a brief revival? I think maybe, from the short documentary I watched yesterday, he kind of crap talked him too much. I don't know. I don't think he's gonna ever come back from what he did to Britney Spears and then her finally decades later dropping the fact that he like pressured her um into terminating. Like I don't think he can come back from that because she clearly lost her mind. And he repeatedly just did really crappy things like spilled tea on their sex life and things like that. Um, so that paired with the him catching like no shade from the Janet Jackson nip slip, like people are just like, ew, ew. Her family just made it worse too. Yep. Yes. Isn't he a bad husband? I have no idea. I don't know. Maybe. You just got your blood work back. Yay, no longer pre-diabetic. Very proud of you. That's amazing, honey. You're too Gen Z, who is Justin Timberlake. There's too much deep lore. There's too much deep lore. And we were in on it, rave. Yeah, we were. We were like all were very obsessed with that whole meltdown of it all. It was ugh, gross. I couldn't imagine being famous. Like that would be so hard, especially like during hard times where you're like, "Oh, yeah, no, I'm in an actual mental crisis." And everybody's like, let's videotape it. Hold on. I gotta tell Calvin to let Leroy out because he's told me like 5 times that he needs to go. He runs in the room and looks at me and then runs out. Um, oh, hold on. Okay, I think yep, there we go. Um, diabetes ruins your family in bid time typo, idiot. So you're trying really hard not to get it. I'm very proud of you. I think that's a fantastic choice. Good job. Um, yeah, I am grateful. Like, especially being a teen growing up with like Disney stars. Oh my God. Only the ancient can be here. We know the deep lore. You canceled the spell. um, you're just a bit too old to care about JT. That was like my prime time. That's why Sia kept her identity a secret for so long, probably. Thanks, Marcus. I'm telling you, Cass, all of my text messages and everything like that, like it's been typoing like crazy. I genuinely feel like my phone is autocorrecting worse than ever because there's no way I am like, I go back and I read it and was like, there's no way I let that word go. Like I didn't let that word slide. That's clearly the wrong word. I think when I'm texting, I get too close and I touch like the autofill word. I don't know. Rebecca, I'm so sorry, sweethearts. Yikes, what's going on with him? Um, it's probably AI. I'm telling you, like there's no way. I'm like, am I having a stroke? What's happening here? Especially when I text my sister, I'm like, none of those words were the words I thought I was going to say to you. It's driving me crazy. English spelling is stupid anyway. Yes. That's because it's everybody's spelling, and we're like, "Yeah, sure, use that. I don't care." Like, no one we're like, "Sure, that's fine." But that's perfect how to spell that, sure. I'm teaching my son Chinese, and his pronunciation is really good. Just wanted to say that out loud. There was a recent update likely changed the autocorrect program. Oh, thank God. Especially when it changes to a word you've never used. I've misspelled would, WOULD, so many times. I mistyped it so many times that it will autocorrect to my error one, and I'm just too mad. At this point, like, it's too annoying to go back, so I'm like, "Fuck it, yeah, sure, that's what I wanted to say." Um, who's tall? Here we go. Oh, is Calvin's tall? He is getting really tall, it's crazy. Bye, Kayla Rayla, do some work. Lazy. Is he still learning? Yes. So, he and I'm forcing the issue and making him learn Chinese, and don't stop sneezing! I will make you. Um, he's trying to pull focus. Sneezing. Rude. I've never. Um, I'm forcing him to learn Chinese and he's choosing to learn German. um, the fact that it doesn't put a capital letter at the start of my sentences is annoying. I don't I don't know if I care that much about that. I need it to auto period after 2 spaces. That's what I need. I had a second space, put the period in, stupid. Your dad used to say, "Stop it." We all just yell at each other. Like, there's very few bless yous in the house and a lot of knock it off, how dare you. Like, Does he have your gift for learning languages? I think he might could. He definitely has a gift for, pronouncing. It's really hard to pronounce Chinese. It is. They have a lot of we spent so much time learning where to place our tongues in our mouth. It's Mandarin in the initial part of it, and he's just kinda, like, getting it. So, like, there's a sound, and so, like, let's see, what's a good one? Um, like General Tsao. A lot of people say General Tsao. It's not that, it's Tsao, and it sounds the same to you guys, probably. And the way they taught us to make that sound was to say cards, z, and isolate the cards, z, sound, and then you put that at the front of a different word. So, like, um, you just speak slower and louder. That helps no one, MG. Um, And I haven't had to use any of those cues with him. And he's picking up tones, which I really appreciate. Um, yeah, no, and it's just how brains work. And mine is great at languages and absolute shit in other areas, like remembering things and focus. But languages I've got. Like when people are like, "Hey, I'm really good at math." I'm like, "That's incredible for you." My brain does not enjoy that. It does not find it delicious. I'm not very interested in it. No, thank you. Hey Juan. Oh, yeah, the Hey Juan. Um, yes, that one's really hard, and I've done that to people before where I'm like, "1 more 3 more times. Let's keep going until I can get it." And our teachers used to make us say the same word, sound 10 times in a row, and one of my teachers would act like it physically pained him when we would say it wrong. So if we'd be like, "Juan," he'd be like, "Juan, Juan," and you're just like, "I said it the same way." Like, I said it's the exact same way 7 times, and you flinched on the 8th one. I'm saying it correct. Like, I'm saying what you're saying. And they'd be like, "Oh, ugh, no." And you're like, okay." So that was funny. Okay, bye, Marcus. Have a good one. You're see, I think it's opposite parts of the brain. I just feel like they're opposites, and you get one or the other. You rarely get both. Um, but yeah, it's I don't know. I like it. I tried having him watch a cartoon which is called Dato Baba Shato Ardza, which means big head dad, tiny head son. And in the cartoon, the dad has a giant head and the son has a tiny one. Um, and then there's like also have big hands. But anyways, they speak way too fast. And so we couldn't watch that show together. That double majored or minored in math. So that is really interesting, actually, Gretchen. Maybe I'm wrong. My math teacher in high school taught in somewhere in Africa, and I don't remember where, but they have a clicky language, the clicky noise language to us. And we're like, "Oh my god, could you try it?" And so he started doing the math lesson in that, and I was like, "That's crazy. That's gonna be a hard language to learn. Like a clicky language? No, thanks." What made you go with Chinese? The army made me. Mhm. So that was not a choice. Peach tea. Oh, did Peachy come and say stuff to us? Brett? Mm-mm-mm. Oh, it's been so long my mouse doesn't work. Mm, for Calvin, not me. Oh, because I speak it, and so I'd be able to correct them, and it's a useful language to have, especially if you're American and you speak it, because it's they want translated. I don't know. Why not? Um, I love listening to Trevor. I didn't know that he spoke a second language, let alone a clicky language, which I know that's not what they're called, but you know what I mean. Were there more men or women in your fields in the army? Men. There are more men in every field in the army, but we were very woman heavy, if that helps you. Like, it's more evenly split. but there are always more men because you're just always going to get more men than women in the military. Okay, he speak Afrikaans? Does he? I don't know. Pharaoh's late and dead to me. Cinnamon tea coming up. Oh, that actually sounds really good. I bought pumpkin spice powder, the pumpkin spice, to put in my coffee because I tried a pumpkin latte yesterday. Gross. Gross. Lindsay, you were just wondering who excelled more in languages. I don't know. I think that's a biased example for the military, just because of how that goes out. But like, um, languages, intel, um, medicine, those are the more women dominant. As far as languages go, I don't know who typically does more than that. Starbucks is the only good place I had. I had Starbucks yesterday and I had 4 sips. Almost called you basic until you said gross. Oh, yeah, no, it was gross. The pumpkin powder, I had to do 1 little sprinkle pumpkin seasoning and then a little bit extra cinnamon. Military made your grandfather learn Japanese makes sense. There were, like, 4 people learning Japanese. There were, like, hundreds of us learning Arabic and Chinese and a very, 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 very small Japanese class. It was not important anymore. He said it was super easy, like nursery rhymes. He was a great baseball pitcher, so service during World War II worked out well. He spoke 6 languages. That's amazing, Gretchen. Um, yeah, pumpkin seeds are really good for your bladder control. I have never heard that. That's really interesting. Do you have Costa? What? I'm gonna go with no because I don't know what that means. You reckon it would be harder to learn a tonal language than a language with clicks? I don't know. I feel like the tongue placement and the mouth placement for clicks would be incredibly difficult to do because there's not like a mimicking clicking noise that we have. Whereas the tonal languages, we speak tonally, but our tones are different and have different meanings. We have a more tonal language than you would think. Um, and we have a very emphasis heavy language with exact same spellings of words, and that's very difficult too. Coffee shop, Costa is a UK thing. Costa is a coffee shop like Starbucks in the UK. We do not have that, my love. Um, Costa or Starbucks every day. I've never had it. Rebecca buying pumpkin speeds. Costa pays their taxes at least. Good for them. Your son learned Japanese. That's amazing. Yeah. So English is actually incredibly difficult to learn, especially when people break it down to you how weird it is from the outside. But like for example, we have a rising tone when we're asking questions, but it doesn't have to necessarily be at the end of a question to rise. Think very Valley Girl. But we can also use a rising tone to ask a question with just one word, like lime. Rising tone, I'm asking the flavor. Everybody understands that I'm asking, is the flavor of this lime by just having a rising tone word. But if I said lime, which is a falling tone, you know that I am telling you this is lime. Whereas if you try asking a Chinese word with a rising tone because you're asking if it's the word, there's a huge chance, unless it happens to be a rising tone word, there's a huge chance you're just mispronouncing the word entirely and it means something completely differently. And they're like, false. Um, You find the Australian accent fascinating. Their rising tone is all over the place. Also, I listened to this guy. I really like him. He talks about is it the etymology, the growth of language, like the progression of language. What is that? What is that word? Help me think of it. Okay, anyways, it's how language evolves, the evolution of a language, how we change things, which is what bothers me when people are like entomology, thank you. Um, it bothers me when people are upset with okay, for example, the word literally not meaning literally anymore, meaning an exaggeration of something. I was literally dying of thirst. It's we no longer mean the word literally as often anymore, and people get really mad about that, and you're just like, "But no, that's how words evolve and change. That's just something we do." And older generations tend to get annoyed at younger generations. Like, I had been scolded several times for by a much, much older generation when they're like, "Thank you," and you say, "No problem." They're like, you're supposed to say you're welcome, not no problem," and stuff like that. And it's like, okay, well, actually, no, that's your generation that started doing that. Previously, it was more of a no problem or a non-acknowledgement of it. And it would have been rude to say you're welcome because if you were in a serving class doing your job, to be thanked for it is incredibly rude. So, like, how about go fuck yourself? I poured you a beer. That's my job. You don't get to say thank you. Like, so it's kind of that thing, right? Why are you giving up, Tony? So, episiotomy. That was funny. Hi, Ari. So one of the things is Lexi's late, dead to me, owes me all the pennies. Um, is because of Valley Girl upspeak, it sounds like you're landing on a question all of the time. But now, in order to like close the sentence to end your turn talking, they started ending up at the ends. You know what I mean? That's weird to me. But it's like evolving. It's becoming a thing where they have this moment where you have this language where all of a sudden you have to differentiate. Weird. Word meanings with Beth, right? This is an educational one. What is delulu? Delusional. Legit. Yes, that's one too. You're so old. Rebecca's so old. Rip Rebecca. Um, and say trash instead of rubbish. I kind of wish that I said rubbish because I think rubbish is very cute. But that's definitely differences in ponds, not a difference in the water. You tease your friends from York, Pennsylvania because our questions go up, then down in the end. Gretchen, I wish you could say it out loud because I don't have an example of that in my brain. So, do you, if it is a question, no, you are finishing your sentence. It's to let people know you're done talking. Everyone wish you a happy birthday. Nobody wish Rebecca happy birthday. Becca, no. If he thanks me, I'm going to tell him go fuck himself. Go fuck yourself. That's what the money's for. You've already thanked me with my paycheck. York is like its own country. Probably. Oh, Randy takes it back. Everybody take it back. Come on, more people. There we go. Don't be a hater. Let me steal your light. You could never. You could never. Oh, my face. I didn't realize my face feeling touched was a thing. You were listening to a history channel. Victoria era women had an entire secret language by placement of their fans. See, I also love that. Did you know that Princess okay, Queen Elizabeth had, like, codes with her bags, but they're saying that a lot of the time, royal women, especially Princess Catherine, will hold their clutch. You know, they intentionally choose clutch purses because holding your clutch in your hands in front of you gives them purpose, and you don't have moments of, like, "What do I do with my hands?" Like, you're not all awkward. It gives both hands something to do. I find that really interesting and makes me wanna carry a clutch purse everywhere. Never have awkward hand moments again. You're getting 0 video? What? Oh, rave? Boo, babe. You made me check my mic just in case you meant volume. So, I wanna carry a clutch, like, I need to do that. So, Bring back the fanny pack? I feel like they are. Okay, so that's another thing. I was like, "Ooh, what else could we talk about today?" We were talking about things that we think fashion's bringing back and how much we hate it. And crop tops absolutely need to die because I do need a clutch when I vacuum. Because I am a inverse triangle. My shoulders are much wider than my hips are. So my body's like this. Not only that, but I'm not there's 2 things. This is gonna sound like I'm saying the same thing twice, but I'm not. Um, I am short torsoed and short waisted. My torso is not very long, but the distance between where my what is it? Where my natural waist nips in and, like, the start of my pelvis is very, very short too. Like, my natural waist starts very high up near my rib cage. Um, so I don't have much of a waist either. Like, it's just so crop tops make me look insane, right? So those need to go die, but, low-rise jeans, def. No thank oh, stuffing money in the bra is disgusting. I hated that as a bartender. It was always sweaty, gross, huge-breasted women who were like, "Hold on," and it was wet, and I was supposed to tou and then you want me to touch your dripping boob money and make you a drink? You want that? Like, the amount of knock that off. Stop it, you grossos. Um No, don't bring back Carrie. Oh my god, death to Carrie. Burning Carrie at the stake. Everybody, we're burning Carrie at the stake later. It's gonna be a fun time. A little bit of bonfire situation. You could have s'mores. Won't smell great, but we're excited. You want twin belly pics? I have one, and I look terrible in it. I don't care that I look terrible. I was very tired, but I have one that was a month before I gave birth. Um, you miss flares. Flares are back, Lindsay. Flare jeans are back. You want fall wedding color pics? Oh, I do need that. You have belly bumps that don't look good with high rise. Oh, okay, sorry, I couldn't understand that. I was like, "What?" Um, yeah, low rise is yuck. Boobs are the only thing that belong in a bra. It was so gross. I hated it. And I understand that you didn't want to keep your money in your pocket or carry a purse and stuff like that, but like figure something else out. Skinny jeans, I genuinely think I look amazing in skinny jeans. All photographic evidence points to the contrary, but in my brain, I look great. I'm supposed to because my body shape, because I'm an inverse triangle, I am supposed to have flared, wider legs, pant legs, because I'm supposed to try to balance out. I would rather do sock money. Would rather do sock money. 100%. I did have a fall wedding in California with fall vibes. I'll fetch my pictures. I'll fix I'll fetch my pictures a different time. I would love leg warmers. Bring those back. That would be amazing. I genuinely want jeggings to be popular. I want to wear jean-looking leggings everywhere. Boo money over sock money? Gross, Corey. You must have missed it because you only engage in mediocre content creators these days. Bring back dressing like a swamp witch. Cass, we can't all just cater to your natural face. Big pants would be sexy. Like, that's why my, fancy pants work so well for me, is because 'cause they're big old billowy on the bottom, and it makes you guys not look at my giant shoulders. Oh, my nose. Oh, I hate this. I like oversized drop shirts and sweatshirts. I like them too, but they aren't for me. They're not because it accentuates my broader shoulders, and you're not supposed to. What I'm supposed to this is along the lines of what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to create more distance going up to my neck and, like, ignoring because this will bring your eyes to the color here, and it narrows my shoulders. I need my face to stop itching. Stirrup pants are coming back. No. No. Nobody do that. Jelly shoes? Oh, or the smell, the sweat of it all. Blah, blah. I do love black leggings, make me so happy. Um, don't look in the mirror and forget people have eyes. Solid advice, babe. I took Sammy shopping. She wants a goth wardrobe. She's like, "We gotta go buy goth clothes." And I was like, "Okay, let's go to goth clothes." And we stopped at Burlington Coat Factory, which is a absolute sketchy dump nightmare. I will not go in that store again. I will go in that store again to film that store for you guys. It's bad. Like, it's brand new. They just whatever. It used to be our Bed Bath and Beyond. But so and when I was in Bed Bath& and Beyond, it wasn't that bad. I wasn't like, "Oh my god," right? And where's the Hot Topic cast? Where is Hot Topic? Point to me Hot Topic. And within a 2-hour drive, maybe Savannah. So you go in, it looks like a rundown Walmart. If a rundown Walmart got sad and Kesha, the loud snoring is very distracting. It was just really, really bad. And so I was like, "Oh, okay." So we couldn't find anything. And I was like showing Sammy black clothes and she was just like, no." What it turned out we were looking for was one very specific shirt, not a new wardrobe, not just, okay, does this feel like the right vibes? She wanted one specific shirt, which we never found. So then I was like, long shot. Now that I know what you want, let's go to Old Navy. They did not have anything. We went to Target and saw somebody shoplifting, like she was being stopped by theft prevention. And then she grabbed her bag and sprinted out the door and got on a bike and rode away like the Wicked Witch of the East. Loved that for her. Um, we don't hear Ketcha. Give her the mic. She's over there just loud as possible. Yeah, Nisa, where are you going? Because we are mass. You have to be way more specific. The zipper shirts? No, Rebecca. Describe them better. Legit hot topic online. It was one shirt. We found the one shirt to rule them all that she wanted, and so I got her that yesterday on the Amazon, probably Temu, moonlighting as Amazon. Um, oh, so that was something I saw, Niche, when it was Europeans discussing how, like, annoying it was that Americans would say what state they were from instead of saying the country. Thanks, Gretchen. And people were like, um why would you say, "Oh, I'm from Texas," instead of saying, "I'm from the United States?" And it's because most of our states are bigger than your country, and we have almost as diverse of ecosystems. So, like, it's us being way more specific than you would think. Your nan bought you the best goth skirt when you were a teenager. A pencil skirt to the ankles, had skulls all over it, and black leather buckles all the way down one side. That's hilarious and cute. Look at Kesha looks really cute. I need to figure out how to isolate Sweet Potato and Leroy to where they don't have white backgrounds. Hi, Ruth. Um, so yeah, tell us which state you're going to, and we'll tell you what to pack. All right, what else, you guys? A shirt made with parachute pants material, zipped all the way down both sides and random zippers. I don't remember that, love. Vintage shops have golf clothes. I genuinely don't know that we have a North California. Okay, when you say North California, do you mean like San Francisco? Or do you mean actually north, like Oregon? Hi, Keto with Amy. How are you, sweetie? Your daughter went through a goth phase and now she's embarrassed. I like, of course you're embarrassed by how you looked as a kid, goth or otherwise. Like some of my pictures, I was like, good job, Beth. You looked amazing. Happy birthday, Rick, to your middleist. California is a cesspool. There's no reason to come here. um, it's not a phase, mom. Bye, Jamie. Have a great one, sweetheart. um, like, oh, what was the shirts that a bunch of guys at our bar used to wear? Affliction shirts. Remember those? Tom Hardy amazing. Like, watching Tom Hardy vibes, I was like, I feel like Tom Hardy was goth Lisa Frank. So, oh, dang it. I didn't get to catch the one. I remember the shirts that would change color with body heat. No, but I remember jewelry that would. Your daughter just shaved off half of her head and dyed it black and burgundy. That is wild. That's wild. It's really hard. Like, I let my daughters have autonomy with their hair. I would have a hard time with that one. Um And I loved Lisa Frank. I loved Lisa Frank. I remember, like, being really into, first of all, Lisa Frank binders, yes, 100% yes, thank you. But then I had a pencil case that was square, and then it had, like, a little raised square in the middle, which is important for you guys to know. And then I had, like, glow in the dark glue, like gel-ish glue, and I would pour it into the raised square and then let it dry and peel it off. So satisfying. I would also like to put, like, some of the Elmer's glue on my hands, let that dry, and then be able to peel it off during class. Trapper Keeper, so good. Like, that was also really satisfying. Oh, it was painful. She had gorgeous blonde hair. I mean, she'll correct it eventually. Trapper Keeper's are big money on eBay. You know what I know is big money and I wish I had? Because the current version of it now is not worth it. But, like, old school, true Polly Pockets. The old actual Polly Pockets, because the Polly Pockets now are huge. And the old school ones, like, I would never open one of the packages if I found it because they're like $100,000,000. Kids love sunburn kinda love sunburns to peel, right? But yes, I miss old school Polly Pockets. So good. Those clear phone casing on landline phones. Oh my god, I had the longest cord. I had the longest cord. I could go from my room to the bathroom halfway down my house. Also, I learned that my house phone would click before it rang. So I would, um, if I knew my friends were coming and it was like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, I would take my phone off the hook and hold down the latchy thingy and then wait for the click and then boop, and I would be able to talk on the phone because when my friends called without my parents waking up. And then once I talked for 4 hours to a boy on long distance, and then, the phone bill came, and my dad was pleased. Very, very pleased. Maybe she's born with it, maybe it's Dollar Tree. That's hilarious. Clear phones were so good. You have a landline? I have a landline too. Um, but having a hard time. I think mine is through our internet provider. We have a landline because, well, now we have cell phones for the kids. Well, 2 of the kids. Um, but I also need a landline. It's mostly for 911 for them to be absolutely pinned to the address and not wait for my kids to be able to recite their address in crisis. We had a party line too, Paula. I still, when I go to my mom's house, initially pick up her landline and hold it to my ear to see if there's a dial tone or somebody talking. My whole life was landline even through high school. I mean, not landline, party line, even through high school. And, we had to call long distance, we had to call an operator and tell her our phone number so that they could bill it correctly, but because, like, party lines weren't a thing in California in 1997, they just never billed us for long distance. They were just like, "I don't really know how to do that, so I'm not going to." Um, had one of those toy cats you had to keep alive. Do you mean a Tamagotchi? Did you guys see the meme that our smartwatches are just really expensive Tamagotchis, and the stupid animal we're trying to keep alive is us? Holly, latent that's me, and now you're caught up? That's hilarious. Remember when we all thought Furbies were CIA agents spying on us? What was the channel you could buy music videos? What? I don't you could? Do you guys remember pay-per-views though? Like, I feel like we don't really have pay-per-view anymore, thank God, because, like, I was worried after my kids were born, I was like, "They're gonna go scrolling through the titles, and they're gonna see some pretty they're gonna have questions, and I am not going to want to answer those questions." What kind of scale do you use? I use a Renpho, Renpho, um, and there's an app. Furbies were just pre-Google. Yeah, that's true. Google's so good. Yeah, it was what a California thing. Yeah, you have to pay for anything anyways. There still are, but I don't know that pay-per-view you know what? We don't have regular TV. So, um, yeah, we used to have pay-per-view parties, especially for fights. But we don't use cable anymore. So scrolling throughs like who has Comcast anymore? I'm sure some people do, but most don't. Yeah, boxing was huge. Your stepdad took your first cell phone and ordered a whole bunch of prawn, and it took years for your mom to believe you. Oh, Kayla, go to work, idiot. No one cares about your story. Although that is a really good story, and I'm sorry that happened to you. Yeah, we just stream like, oh, getting CDs from Columbia House. Oh, that's what I call music. Oh my gosh, I think it peaked at, like, now that's what I call music 4. Whichever one has Jock Jams was amazing, and I would clean my house to Jock Jams. I wonder if I could get a license for it. Could you imagine? I mean, let's get ready to rumble. You love going to your local shop and buying records? My town was too small for that. You just went to Walmart. Um, you still have the original now without a number behind it? Holly, that's amazing. That is amazing. You bought tons of Columbia House? I used to fill out the Publishers Clearinghouse paperwork all of the time, just desperate to win. And my mom was like, "Yeah, sure. If it wins, you can keep, like, all of it." I was like, filling it out, mailing that shit in. Like, "I'll show her. I'm gonna be a millionaire." Number 5 was your favorite? Mm. Remember when Jagged Little Pill came out? That was incredible. Dookie by Green Day, so good. Remember the hidden track when you listen to the last song and then you let it play for like 10 more minutes? And then you had that little tiny song at the ends all by myself? Remember that Easter egg and how incredible it was? Blew our minds. The Beanie Babies you had with tag protectors. Oh my god, that's so funny. You went to a Jagged Little Pill concert? Wildly jealous, Tony. Um, the Music's for Strawberries? No, Amy, I don't. Tower Records, open till midnight. There was a hidden song on Jagged Little Pill, I don't remember that. Pop-up videos was my favorite, Alicia, and if I had the skill set for editing or, like, ever hired an editor, I would do one of my vlogs as a pop-up video, but I need to find the correct noise and, like, bubbles. I should do pop-up video vlogs. They would take so much fucking effort. They would take so much effort, but could you imagine? Maybe I won't do it for my okay. It would take so much time, but it would be worth it, right? If it was just okay, you know what I could do? I could start out easy to learn how to do it. Hey, Tracy, and, pop-up video. So maybe for a certain subscriber count, I would have to be short. I would have to do like a 5-minute, no, 8-minute video so that I could place mid-roll ads because you need all your videos to be 8 minutes. Oh, that reminds me. I'm going to tell you guys, I've gotten back into a weird YouTubiness. Hold on though. Sarah's dead to me. Hey, Sarah, thanks for answering your phone, asshole. Um, The twins could do it no problem. I need the correct sound. I need to find a good sound for the pop-up, right? Um, Hold on. My brain completely stopped. Pop-up videos, doing the editing. Oh, I'm in a really YouTubery YouTube phase. I think it's because VidSummit's coming up. So I'm watching a lot more how-to YouTubers, right? You did call me back. I tried answering you, but I was just pulling up from my house. And there's the gap between when my cell phone service works and my Wi-Fi can catch, but in my driveway, neither works. So that's fine. Um, so I was thinking about different things. And so, oh, one of the things is like if you guys are in my Discord, um, if when we drop the new video launch, it will and that was so distracting. Um, and ruined my life. You if you click on the link in the Discord and it pulls you from Discord to the platform of YouTube to watch my video, it's super delicious for the algorithm that it made you leave Discord because they're, you know, jerks. It made you leave Discord and pull you to YouTube. They're like, that's delicious. Um, so you just think do you guys ever watch Practical Jokers? Impractical Jokers? Practical Jokers? Discord's the only notification you get. I would die. Like if my notification went off in front of somebody else, the amount of just immediate death I would suffer. I have their ringtone. Whose phone is ringing? That's mine. It's the attention economy. It is. And YouTube is the biggest winner. Like it's winning all of the fights. I think it has the most streamed content out of all platforms, other platforms combined at this point. And we're dominated by people watching on TV, which is insane to me because I watch all my content on my phone. Even in the room where the TV is. I'm like, "No, thanks." Um Is okay. Like, it was so funny for me back in the day, and now it does cause cringe for me. Um, I only like it when they humiliate each other. I am not okay with them bothering anyone. Um, yeah, I only watch on my phone. It's very weird. Like, I need a very tiny version of YouTube up the corner while I do something else on my phone. That's what I want. Um, what? Oh, so yeah, it's dominating, and so they're, like, trying to revamp their tips and tricks, and I'm just, like, super really interested in, like, the back ends on how it works and stuff like that, and trying to Patsy, no. Um, I don't know, focus on that. So I'll be talking more YouTubey things later too, you know? So, but I can see, like, what my numbers are from people who are watching um my content on TVs and things like that. I'm all done. Like my brain's now done. It's skipping and buffering and I hate all of it. But it has been over an hour. Um, right, but tiny screen, yes. Tiny screen, even smaller. Amy's ruining my life. Even smaller up in the corner while I do something else. That's what I want to have happen. So, okay. Ah, I need it to stop tickling all of the time. You have it on your phone if you're doing stuff, but usually on the TV. Too much phone hurts my eyes, 100%. And it's ruining my life. Oh, thank you, Niche. Okay. I'm done eating anything but keto. I'm just done. I can't. It's Irma, I took it 5 hours ago. I took it at 6:30 this morning as soon as I woke up because I was going crazy. Um, it just feels like everything is tickling my face and I'm struggling with it. I did take an allergy pill, Vero. I think it's making me like all ugh. My hair's dry for once. I did eat way too many gushers and it brought my blood sugar through the roof. It was crazy. Like, I don't know. Even as a non-diabetic, I ate admittedly way too many gushers and my blood sugar went to like 218. It was crazy. Um, and then, like, this part of my arm, if I eat too much sugar and stuff like that, right here gets all achy and weird. What's a gusher? I had for once in my life, I threw away my trash. It is a candy kind of, not a candy. It's like a gummy, but the inside's filled with additional chemicals and stuff like that. So, mm, I don't know. A fruit snack with jelly filling. Patsy, thank you. Love you. And they like pop when they gush in your mouth. So when I was pregnant with the twins, it was like I deeply desired them. And they don't taste that good right now. They do taste like chemicals now. And but I did eat a bunch of them recently. So um yeah, it's so weird. I don't understand it, Amy. Like right here, especially, it gets so achy and bizarre. I don't understand. It's not my soap. It's this definitely came out. I know it sounds insane to a lot of people who haven't done it before. It is absolutely reintroducing like carbs, like breads and sugars and things like that. Definitely has reintroduced. My allergies are going crazy and my beer wench, do not Google that. And, my anxiety is sky high. It's gotta be, maybe it's not the carbs of it all, maybe it's the chemicals of it all and, the preserves, but it's not good. So, um, Jill, are you s it won't matter if you're super behind, you won't see that here. And so, maybe I am celiac because I definitely feel really inflamed. My allergies are terrible. My anxiety is insane. Nothing feels good. I'm not motivated. So back to keto I go. Back to mostly carnivore I go. And yeah, honky tonk, but like honestly, eating mostly beef is as anti-inflammatory as you can get. Like, um, so am I sticking to keto? Yes. I'm gonna go back to it. My gallbladder feels fine. I'm gonna have other things checked. Um, Going off of keto to similar things, your joint feels like they're full of glass. The fatigue is a lot, Misty. Would I go to a dietitian? Perhaps. It depends. Not one that the VA provides me. I can't imagine that they're up to current dietary advice. And like, I don't know, it bothers a lot of people when you choose different diets, especially if 'cause even diets became politicized now. If you're like, "I'm just gonna eat meat," they're gonna be like, "Oh, that's insane." Um, but it's not that crazy to, like, eat what makes you feel good. Like, I there's just such an obvious difference to me in how I feel that I can't handle it. I don't know if I'm allergic to yeast, I don't know. But see, that's the thing, like, if I'm allergic to the yeast or if it's too much sugar or if it's the red dye or if it's any of this, the solution is to stop eating those things that make me feel terrible, just like Cass's doctor said. So I'm just not gonna do it. I'm like, I know how my body feels and I feel so much. Not only that, Corey, but eating differently than other people make them feel guilty for their choices. If I'm saying I'm not gonna eat bread, then they are like, you feel like you must defend your position on eating. Where if somebody's vegan, they don't want me eating meats, and they're like, "That's not okay, it's not healthy, it's not sustainable for the environment." And then carnivore people are like, "It is healthy, it's fine, my body feels great on it, we're meant to eat meat because we are, in fact, um, omnivores," and things like that, and it's just, like, insane that how people they are stuck on the way that they want to eat, and they don't want you to eat any other way than they eat. It feels like it just feels very divided, especially that's the same with losing weight, actively losing weight. People get really annoyed with if you're not crazy, crazy, crazy obese, people resist the fact that you say, "I need to lose weight and get healthy." It makes them uncomfortable. So, bye, you guys. So that's what I like. I'm just gonna eat how I feel good and have other things tested, like my estrogen and things like that, and see where we go from there. Also, I have labs again in a few weeks. So I love that. Yeah, Amy, I have labs coming up. So that's what we're gonna do. Right, Tony? But I'm very vocal online about what I am doing with my life. So it will get people in to be like, hey, um, I have opinions on that. And that's just part of it. Where when you're in here, I'm gonna do this. Let's get shirts that say stay in your lane. And it's fine. Like it's fine that other people have opinions on what I do, but they are like very firm in their opinions. So you just have to be like, okay, thank you for that input. That's great. And yes, diet is dictated by how much money you have. It is crazy because you could eat really, really good, healthy pasta on occasion. And that is completely different than I eat ramen because that's what I afford 3 times a day. That's a completely different life. And so, yeah, I don't know. We are encouraged to eat bad. Yeah. So if you have a 30-minute lunch, you can't get salad at a drive-through. You can now, April. The dressing and everything like that's not great for you. Like me telling you about the carbonated drinks stealing your calcium. So actually I did look into that. It genuinely generally, I believe that that is a myth, and what they were saying was it was a specific acid like in cola drinks that was impacting, but carbonation wasn't that. So, but you know what? I would rather drink carbonated water than soda. So that's nice. Like it's the healthier option of that. I don't know. Bye, Tracy. So I don't know. That's just how I feel. I'm just gonna do like I can't tolerate this level of allergies and anxiety. And if I can manage that with food, oh my God, thank God. Food over pills, 100%. So that's just what I'm gonna do. And it sucks, but that's what I'm gonna do. Probably. Or I'm gonna get off of this and eat a shit ton of gushers and let my blood sugar get to 218. That was crazy. 1 egg, 1 cup of your favorite shredded cheddar or Mexican blend, mix it up, spray your waffle maker. Bold of you to think I have a waffle maker, Amy. Um, but that does sound really good. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. You can't drink fizzy drinks because it just tastes like stomach acid. I could see that, Rave. I could see that being gross and off-putting. Um, like someone told me local honey is best because they eat your flowers and then you have the pollen in your body. Um, but I just didn't have allergies when I wasn't eating all that other stuff. Like it just wasn't really bothering me. I sneezed a couple times, but nothing like this. Oh, my friend just texted me about the field trip tomorrow because they know I don't do anything. Video yourself eating gushers. I don't think it's as thrilling as it seems like it is. Thank you, my love. Okay. We have been on this live for way too long and we talked about nothing really important. But I have to go homeschool my kidlets and I love you guys very much. Yeah, so I will talk to you guys. For my Leroy level ferals, we are going to do a live stream Sunday nights, um, Sunday midday and stuff like that. And I love you guys. It's going to be amazing. And I will figure out when to drop the video for sweet potatoes and then everybody else. I love you so much. The end. I don't know. Good night. No, you guys, my brain. Whatever. I love you. Bye.